What's going on, everybody? It's McFly here. So there's been a lot of trailers that have come out recently that I really haven't just reacted to. I haven't had the time between working, streaming, and editing YouTube videos. I kind of have been trying to figure out my new schedule. There's a couple that have come out recently that I want to react to, and one of them is the Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The first two kind of took me by surprise. I know a lot of us didn't really know these characters very well. I read the comics, but I never delved really into the Guardians of the Galaxy that much. So they were kind of relatively new for me, but I really liked the first one. I thought the second one was good too. But I really liked the first movie for sure. And I think James Gunn did a very good job of mixing in the comedy with kind of the serious tones of the movie. And the comedy wasn't like over the top ridiculous, a lot like kind of how Thor Love and Thunder was. I liked how he made these characters important. So we're gonna react to this trailer today. I'm excited. I did watch the teaser trailer and reacted to that and was afraid of some of these characters dying. It looked like Rocket might be dying. It looked like Drax might be dying. It looked like Quill might be dying. So I'm hoping that they're gonna ease that and make it to where they're not looking like they're gonna die, but we'll see. I like these characters. I don't want them to die. So let's get into it. Without further ado, let's watch the trailer. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Star-Lord.
Yeah, you are.
I formed the Guardians.
There they all are. Gamora in the back.
Fell in love. That girl died, but then she came back. Came back a total dick.
Oh, please. He left out some important information, but that is the gist of it.
This is a high evolutionary.
Is to create the perfect society.
Oh, look
He
at
didn't
little
want to make things
Rocket.
perfect. He just hated things the way they are.
I want you all to know that I'm grateful to fight beside my friends.
Incinerate them.
They're definitely acting like... Is that Lila? It's definitely acting like it's gonna... Yeah, to face the music, it's gonna be their last battle together.
We found each other.
Are you ready for one last ride?
It's Drax with like a hole in his chest.
We'll all fly away together.
Into the forever and beautiful sky.
Whoever it was that you were in love with, it sounds more like her.
Her? That's ridiculous.
Do not bring me into this.
Knock it off!
What? Just never noticed how black your eyes were.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
He picked a pretty set.
I ship them right now. This didn't make me feel any better about some of these characters going away, essentially. I'm not gonna say 100% that it seems like they're all gonna die, or somehow, some way, they're not gonna be a big staple in the MCU, right? It looks like, I don't know exactly what the story is, but it looks a lot like they're trying to find the High Evolutionary for whatever reason. I've seen rumors online that Rocket gets poisoned or something and he's the only one that can help, or he gets sick and he's the only one that can help, something like that. But they're trying to find him. When they do, it means bad news. And I think there's also that other plot with Adam Warlock trying to go after them as well. There's gonna be like kind of two plots here. But we saw an image of Drax basically being carried by them with like a hole in his chest, and him talking about being happy he was able to fight by their side. And we have Rocket finding what looks like Lila, I believe, or Layla. I forgot how to say her name, but which is like an old long lost friend of his, and him talking about, one last fight. And we have Quill that's being carried by all of them, and we have Quill crying about somebody being connected to a bunch of tubes. So Look, I know Batista has kind of said too much, and it's essentially like he's talking about this is his last movie, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone. I just want him to go out in like a badass way, like make him like fighting thousands of people at once and go down like that, right? I don't want it to be a stupid way like how Fury lost his eye, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a cat scratch. I don't want him to die from a cat scratch, right? Or a mosquito bite. Like, I want him to actually go out as a badass.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
I think the whole dynamic with Gamora is pretty cool. I thought that joke at the end, while kind of corny, was pretty funny. No, I actually think that Karen Gillian has been carrying a little bit. Obviously, everybody's pretty funny. Rocket is probably the best character, but she's been carrying the human characters in this franchise so far. I really do think so. She's the best actress out of all of them, 100% for sure. So I hope at least she stays, and I hope at least two of them stay, right? I would be nice for Quill to stay, and definitely Rocket, because Rocket's my favorite, but I understand that they're going to this new wave of characters in the MCU. I got into it in another trailer reaction that you guys will see later on, but I don't think I'm gonna leave that in there because it kind of was a rant a little bit. But we're in this new age of characters in the MCU. You know, we're trying to be more inclusive, which I'm 100% for. You don't have to get rid of the characters that we've already established, right? Normally when this happens, they've been here for years, which they have been here for a while, but they've done everything that they could do with characters and stuff. The cool thing about comic book characters is that there's so much for them to do with them. And I think having them at least ring in the next set of Avengers and then go away would make more sense than to just have them all go away right before. Again, I don't know what the MCU is doing right now with all of their characters and all of their stuff, so we'll see. But this looks exciting. Like I said, I'm not sure what the storyline is because they haven't given too much away yet, but I know there's going to be one with Adam Warlock, and I know there's going to be another one with them trying to find the High Evolutionary. Why they're trying to find the High Evolutionary, I'm not exactly sure. It didn't look like Rocket was sick, but he did look a little like he was tired, like he's getting old. So I'm wondering if possibly like they're trying to figure out why he's like deteriorating so fast. I don't know, but that looks like that's going to be a storyline. I'm excited for this. James Gunn has never let us down so far with any of the movies he's made when it comes to comic book movies. So we'll see. I'm hoping this is going to be the first turn towards a better future for the MCU. I thought Multiverse of Madness was a decent movie, but there was a lot of stuff missing from that I think they actually stifled. The director, why can't I think of his name? Sam Raimi. I think his movies need to breathe. They need to have a lot of those horror elements built in, and I just think it ended up really goofy. Because of what they did with it. They cut a lot of stuff out, they reshot. I want to see a director's cut of that. I think we need to get back to where we were, right? And I think this movie is a good movie to do that in. So we will see. Like I said, I am excited for this movie. I hope our characters survive because I love these characters, but we will see. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me, watching this. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It helps the algorithm a lot. I will see you in the next reaction video, and please do remember that good vibes are contagious.